Seems to be a lot of political unrest, crimes, and issues linked to COVID-19. And we want to remind you that there's also a lot of good in the world. For instance, remember the guy who did 50 jobs in 50 states and wrote a book about his experiences? Well, he has been traveling the country once again, including another stop here in South Dakota. Only this time, as you're about to see, he went the extra mile. When we first met Daniel Siddiqui, he was traveling to all 50 states to try his hand at various and sometimes unusual jobs. While in South Dakota, he got roped into working a rodeo. Since that time, he decided to hit the road again, only this time to try and make a difference in areas that struggle socially and economically.
For instance, when I went to Mississippi, which is the most obese state, I went to the most obese town to train for a 5K road race.
Siddiqui says in a town of 1,500, 10% participated. His trip back to South Dakota took him to Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge, highest unemployment in the country, 80 to 90%. And I thought I'd work on that.
He started by going into the school.
And interviewing high school principals, they said we are an unemployment society, meaning we just work one paycheck at a time, quit, and then move from place to place rather than having a long-term commitment.
Siddiqui decided to expose young students to various career opportunities on the reservation.
So we would place them in a convenience store or just being an assistant of a nurse, a retirement facility, just really odd jobs just to get hands-on experience. But, I wanted to make them think outside of their bubble, outside of the reservation, just opening up their world.
Siddiqui says in all the regions he went back to, his efforts were appreciated and well received. And he thinks this is why.
During this time of division, I just think it's the most practical message to go out of your way to learn about each other. And that's just the best way to heal division, is just understanding what people go through. And I wanted to be an example of literally going the extra mile, going to Mississippi, going all across the country, and people really appreciate it.
And Siddiqui wrote another book about his experience. It's called Going the Extra Mile, which you can find now at Annie Barnes & Noble or on Amazon.